Warning: the following presentation may be disturbing or triggering to some viewers. All information on this channel is provided by the local news and is public to all viewers for your own research. Viewer discretion is advised.
The terrified shoppers were sent scrambling for cover.
Stood over top of him and shot him multiple times.
He just died there like he was nobody's child.
Wagwan everybody, welcome to our next episode of SH00TING podcast. Today we're doing a next true crime story and we're going to be talking about a person that went by the name of Jovan Clark or Jovane Clark. That's how you say it, my bad. Jovane Clark. He was 22 years old at the time of this case and he was born in Jamaica but moved up here to Canada and he moved to the West, and it was over there that he lived with his mom. I believe he had some younger siblings too. I think he was the oldest one, but he had some younger siblings. There's not much that we know too much about him. You know, the mom said that he was in college for I think he was going to become a mechanic, or he was looking for college to become a mechanic. He wasn't really in no street life or nothing like that. He wasn't living no fast life. And his mom said that he only really had about 3 friends, and it was the same 3 friends them from when he just moved up here. It really never changed. But you know, with not much too much in the backstory, I want to go into the actual crime or the day of the crime. You know, this happened on August 31st, 2017, so not too long ago, but it's pretty big. It's a distance of time now. And once again, it's happened in the West. It happened at Sheridan Mall, or I guess you can say North York. But like I say, when you come from Scarborough, anything past VP really is considered the West. You know, some people say anything past Young, but I always said anything past VP to me is the West. So it's North York. Sheridan Mall is the name, or North York's, yeah, Sheridan Mall is the name, but I just call it the West. And his mom came home from work. You know, he was waiting for his mom to come home from work. When she came home from work, he said, you know, I'm going to run down to the mall to go do something for my taxes quick, and I'll be right back. This was around 4:45 p.m. So he went to Sheridan Mall, went in there. He was in there for about 20 minutes before he came out back to go to his car to, I guess, go back home or do whatever he was planning to do for the day. When he went back to his car, though, 4 men came out of a car and 4 men rushed him. 2 of the men winded up shooting towards him, so he started to run and he ran back inside of the mall. And this was caught on footage from the BSW, it looks like. From when I seen the footage, you could cut the angle of them being inside of the BSW. So he ran back into the mall. And remember, there's 4 of them. 2 of them started to shoot, but 1 of them chased him into the mall. Once there was 2 of them, you know, that was shooting, but one of them realized that he was going into the mall. The other guy went back. It looked like he went back to his car. But one of the guys went into the mall, chased him down, and it looked like Jovan dropped. They shot him twice in his head. He dropped. And then the last person went up to him, went over him, and shot him a couple more times, and then ran back out. And all of this is on surveillance footage. And I have the surveillance footage here that I want to play for you guys. And I'm going to play you guys the news clip right after that. So you guys watch the surveillance footage. Watch the news clip, hear what they're saying, and I'll be right back with everything that happened after.
Seven years ago tomorrow, the terrified shoppers were sent scrambling for cover when 22-year-old Jovane Clark was chased down and shot to death inside a busy North York mall. Clark's family and police are still searching for suspects. Crime specialist Catherine McDonald joins us now with more. Catherine.
On August 31st, 2017, Jovane Clark was killed here at the North York Sheridan Mall in what investigators at the time called an overkill shooting. There has never been an arrest in this case. Police say that he was clearly targeted, but to this day, they still do not know why. Althea McDonald continues to relive the day 7 years ago when her son Jovane Clark left home and drove roughly 10 minutes to North York Sheridan Mall.
He was going to pick up our income tax. We were planning to move, so we wanted all the notice of assessment, all those things, so I couldn't go, so I sent him.
Her son was hoping to register in a post-secondary program that night. Where was he planning to go to college?
That's the thing. He didn't make up his mind where he wanted to go, so he wanted my input.
Jovane never returned home. Around 5:30 p.m., after picking up the documents inside the mall, police say 4 men ambushed the 22-year-old as he was leaving and opened fire. 2 suspects pursued him as he ran back towards the mall for cover.
One of the 4 suspects followed him into the mall, where he had tripped and fallen to the ground inside the mall, and the one suspect that followed him in stood over top of him and shot him multiple times.
He just died there like he was nobody's child. He was somebody's child, and he's loved by many.
Police later discovered through video surveillance that Jovane had been followed from Tandridge Court, where he lived, and the suspect vehicle had been there for about 1 hour before Jovane left.
He wasn't living a high-risk lifestyle. There was nothing as to why Jovane may have been targeted, and it's still something that we're continuing to try to determine.
All right, so you guys just seen the video and the news clip. So when the body dropped down, right? This was one thing that I seen a lot of people saying happened, which I found crazy. No matter who this is or whatever the situation is, that people actually do stuff like this. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, but enough people ran up to the body because you seen how full the mall was, not packed, but there's enough people in there. Enough people ran up to the body and started to take pictures and selfies with the body. So some people were taking picture of the body, and some people were taking selfie with them and the picture of the body. I don't know why people would do something like that, to be honest. You know what I mean? I don't know if you want no haunted camera roll, but, to go take a picture of a dead body on the ground just seems weird to me. Unless you're going to, try send it to one of the news people for money. I don't know why people really do it. Just to have that in your camera roll, though, is kind of weird. So before any ambulance or nothing like that came, that's what people were doing. Now, the news put out that, throughout the whole investigation and stuff that they were doing, because it's still not solved, but they were saying while they're investigating, they realized that the car, right, the same people that jump out the car and whatever, they were waiting at his house. I don't know if it's a building he lives in or if it was a house, but the people were waiting outside of his house for about an hour, followed him to the mall, waited for him to go in the mall, do what he had to do. 20 minutes later, when he came out the mall, is when they would decided to go pounce on him. So we don't know, what he was involved with. The news winded up saying that it is a targeted act, but they can't find a motive behind it because, like the mom said, he only really had 3 friends from when he just moved to Canada till now, and that he was in school for becoming a mechanic, and he never really lived that street life. And she don't, a lot of people don't know what their kids are doing elsewhere, but with this whole situation, it really seems like they don't know what could have caused this. So so like I said, 7 years later, they never have no updates with the case. It just passed a while ago. In the news clip you guys seen, they were saying 7 years ago, and that was posted 6 months ago, and it was posted last summer that just passed. So I don't know, bro. You guys have to let me know your thoughts on this case. I never even knew that this case happened. That's crazy, because 2017, how old was I? I was about 14, turning 15 that year. So I was old enough to know Wagwan, but I don't remember seeing this at all, or I did and just forgot about it. So you guys let me know what you feel about this case. Let me know if you were here. Let me know if I left anything out, and we will talk next time on Talk the Things podcast.